Hey, gege, iyo, it don't happen. It don't happen. Hey, Anomozo, I have had another one again this afternoon. Is that true? Please make sure you watch this video that I'm about to play to you now. I'm about to play a video to you now. Make sure you watch it to the end. Say what is in your mind. Is that true? Okay. Are they telling me that every first son, every first daughter in the family is not the man that is marrying the wife is not biological father? Is it what they want to tell me now? But come to think of it, they say out of 25 out of 100 is not safe in Africa, in Nigeria precisely. What is going on? Please make sure you watch this video and share your thoughts in the comment section. Is that true? Is it what is happening? See you in my next video. Bye for now.
DNA testing in Nigeria has increased by 13.1%. And according to the report that is currently trending on the social media, it was stated in clear terms that 1 out of every 4 men that went for paternity testing, that they are not the biological father of their children, at least one of their children or 2 of their children, or sometimes even all of their children. Imagine as a father, after laboring for your children for 10 years, 15 years, or even 1 or 2 years, and one thing led to another, you decide to go for DNA test, only to find out that you are not the actual biological father of that child. What this report is trying to say is this: that for every 100 men, every 100 family that goes for DNA testing, that at least 25 of them are not the biological father of their children. So if you scale it up to 1,000 families or up to 1,000 men, it means that for every 1,000 men that goes for DNA testing, that 250 of these men are not the biological father of their children. They therefore advised that paternity fraud is real. I'm beginning to imagine what will be the heartbreak a man will face, and possibly the trauma. Some may not be able to bear it. Some may decide to buy themselves. Some may decide to do all kinds of, abomination as a way of easing the pains of their heart. It is terrifying to think about this. It is very, very terrifying. But before we talk a little bit more into details, listen to this Arise Television crew analysis on this matter.
A new report from a forensic lab called Smart DNA is revealing that apparently 1 in 4 Nigerian men who did paternity testing in the last year were not the biological fathers of the children being tested. So the lab says, quote, paternity fraud is real. This report itself covers July 2024 to 2025, June 2025. And while it showed that 25% of men tested are not the fathers of the children in question, it is a slight drop from the 27% that was recorded last year. The report also found that firstborn children or the eldest children were the most affected. And, a lot of people are talking about these findings online. One popular content creator is even telling parents to ask for DNA testing before leaving the hospital. Watch.
6 children after marriage of 25 years. This man is just realizing that he's not the biological father of these children. Now, this man said he has been watching my videos for over 4 months now, and he just casually decided to run DNA on all his children. Results are in, and none of them belongs to this man, not even one. He said he has never thought something like this would happen to him because he felt like he's married to the best woman in the world. He said his wife has never cheated on him, so how come all the children does not belong to him? He said even when he brought it up, the woman was feeling reluctant, so he decided to run it behind her. He said he has 1 child before he got married to his wife. She also has 2 children before they got married. Now he has done DNA on that one. He's the biological father. Now imagine if a marriage of 25 years with 6 children and DNA was conducted, not even one of the child belongs to that man. Imagine what marriage of this generation would be. I will keep saying it. You need to choose DNA over naming ceremony.
So the report also highlights the fact that most of the testing does happen in Lagos, but it is gradually spreading to other states as well. But all of this made me think about the plot of that novel, The Secret Lives of Baba Segi's Wives,
I love it.
by Lola Shonei. And, you know, Rufai, I'll start with you because you were the last one speaking. So how are you reacting to this?
You are just coming to the team. For topics like this, we'll give it to the Abba. We hear the flow. Abba.
While we were growing up, there is a song that we usually sing. Metonye di menyi, metonye di menyi, metonye di menyi, ine moyi, metonye di makonono. In the world of today, a lot has changed. So many people marry for so many reasons. A lot of young women marry because of societal pressure. They just want to answer Mrs. this, Mrs. that. They just want to fulfill the societal expectation, the peer pressure, either from her friends or either from their friends or from their families. They want to fulfill that obligation that I am now a married woman, because at a time, being married became one of the ways to validate a woman who is doing well. You know what I mean? Or a woman who is responsible. Many did not realize over time that it is actually not everybody that will be married. Whether you are a man or a woman, not everybody will be married. These are realities that so many people have chosen not to accept, but it's already something that has been in existence over time. Until you understand it from that very dimension, you might be able to take that stress, that mental stress of looking for husband or looking for wife from your head. Another aspect of this problem has always been cultures and traditions. In so many cultures and traditions in Nigeria, where a woman does not have a male child, that such a woman is always being victimized, bullied, called all sorts of names by the families of the man that she's married to. You see, some of these things put a lot of women under an intense pressure. And don't forget that the moment somebody becomes desperate in life, a desperate man or a desperate woman can do anything in order to achieve stability. So a lot of women have been pushed, to the walls, that they have decided, or that they decide to, take their whatever demand for a male child elsewhere, especially if they are convinced in their heart that their men counterpart or their husbands are responsible or is responsible for them not having a male child. It is always two ways. It can be the woman, but it is more of the man than the woman. Sometimes it is also hereditary. You know what I mean? So there are, cause and effect. So, but ultimately, women are always being pushed, extra mile to go and look for a male child, to come and answer, a name and fulfill the obligation that is expected of you. This is another aspect of this very problem. Another aspect of this very problem that many people are not talking about is also what I call the irresponsibilities of many men. Irresponsibilities of many men. Many men are very irresponsible, either because of their lifestyle or because they are not ever, intentional about their family. They are not close to their wife. They are not close to their family. Their life is always, so long I provide money in this house, I have fulfilled my obligation. There is no heart-to-heart connection between the man and the woman. You see, when this becomes the lifestyle of a man, in some cases, it becomes even very difficult for such a woman to conceive, especially if she has not finished making babies. And in most cases, when she also tries to conceive, other mental circumstances and all of that could lead to a woman not even having that baby at the end of the day. Either a miscarriage comes in, or at the end of the day, the baby becomes a girl. And then another aspect of the men's irresponsibility is lifestyle. A lot of men drink alcohol from morning till night, smoke everything smokeable, drink everything drinkable, jadi ogbomosho, gbogbonishe, kai aga angugide. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you will not be able to perform as a man, and you will still go about blaming your wife. A lot of other men also spend most of their time, the type of business they do, traveling, moving from place to place. You see, in making babies, some doctors will always advise you to reduce your stress level so that it will not affect your ability to reproduce at the end of the day. And then lastly but not the least, is also the promiscuity we have in this generation. Hardship is also part of the causative factors responsible for many of these issues. You see, life is becoming very corrosive in 21st century. The advent of the social media has also complicated the problem. You see a girl who breaks up with her ex-boyfriend. After 1 year, they make up again. But after that 1 year they make up, the girl is getting married. And she's still in connection, in contact with her ex-boyfriend, talking, doing all of that. They were in love before she got married to you. If for any reason in that marriage, she's not emotionally connected to you, either because you are always absent, nature does not allow vacuum. That emotion will be connected to somebody else. And the most available person at that material time is the ex-boyfriend, the former boyfriend. The same thing happens to women who have dated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if she had a very beautiful ending to all of those relationships, it was not brutal, and she's still in contact with all of them, there are chances, if she's not getting what she desires in her marriage, that she will resort to somewhere. Like I said, nature does not allow vacuum. That vacuum must be filled. That emotional vacuum must be filled by somebody. And if you as a husband, as a man, you are not there, that ex-boyfriend will certainly come in to fill that vacuum. And that is where the irresponsibilities of the women comes in, and the irresponsibilities of the single guys, and even some married men out there. So, because otherwise, once a woman is married, she should understand that she is married, and it is for better, for worse. No matter the pressure from your ex-boyfriend, and in fact, the best measure is always to block all your exes. Because if you don't block them, don't forget that life is not always rosy. The bad days will always come. The days you have a bad day with your husband, you might need somebody to talk to. And if you start talking to your ex-boyfriend, he will remind you how beautiful you used to be. He will remind you how sweet he used to be. He will remind you how he used to knock your bekus on top crocodile, and how he used to knock your bekus on top window. And then you begin to reminiscence. The memories, these beautiful memories will begin to come back again. Before you know it, and I go begin to make plan. And before you go know what's in the shop, the guy dey already knock him and he don't enter. The husband go dey feel say na him do am, but every woman knows who the father of her child is in reality, except she does not want to tell you. So there are so many factors responsible for this irresponsibility and rascality. But what I will tell every man as a side advice on a very low key, if you are not sure of yourself, if you self they live some kind of life, and you are not very sure of your health as a man, I will advise you not to go for DNA test. Any children where you get, they train them as your children, because it's better to be alive happily than to die by heartbreak or by heart attack. The pains where you go pass through before you go finally die will be very excruciating. It will be very excruciating. So in some cases, I always advise people, keep your cool. Children are children. Some people may not like this advice. Train them, whether not your own or not be your own, so that you go see they alive. Ndị Igbo na atụ dinu na say if onyama nyamalia. Wait till you no go know you. You know what I mean? So it's a very dicey step, which is also very important in most cases, or in some cases. It's very, very important, especially if you're traveling abroad, traveling to somewhere like Canada and some other countries where DNA testing becomes, extremely very important. I think America also does that. I'm not pretty very sure. So, but ultimately, before you marry her, try to understand the type of woman you are taking to the altar. Check through her family. Check her parents, her mother especially. Check her dad. Check her siblings. Ndị Igbo si na ife agwọ mụrụ ayara ite ogologo na snake na the born snake. If you check through her antecedents, check her family background, you will see reasons to either move forward or stop at that point in time. But ultimately, do not also give room for repentance. A lot of people are from broken homes, but they have taken their lessons in life and become a better person to the society and to themselves. So you should also give room for that repentance, because no be only you, be Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? All of us, the Bible said that while we were still sinners, Christ died for the ungodly. But very importantly, test every spirit in order to be sure. Otherwise, you might cry had I known. And lastly, one thing we must not forget is the media influences. We have people like Saida Butch on the social media. We have people like Gege. Lessons, the teaching is coming in here and there, back, left and right. If you don't use your head in listening to many or some of these teachings, you will regret life. Life is dynamic, whether you like it or not. Life is dynamic. So anything anybody is teaching you on the media, be intentional in your approach on what you do. I have always said it. There is no strategy that is casted on stone for a successful marriage. There is no strategy that is casted on stone for a successful girlfriend. You might date Nkechi, both of you will not align. But myself, if I date Nkechi, two of us go align. Well, that is life. You know what I mean? At this point, I'll allow you guys to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. My other person, Siam. God bless you.